But they also have to have the skill set to
They
do the job.
have to have the skill set to do the job. Now, my brother doesn't want to talk about politics, but I am going to. Okay? Because one of these people that we are trying to hire to do this job already did the job and didn't do a good job of it.
Don't have the skill set.
No skill set at all.
Zero skill set.
Okay? Has a record that we can actually go to and
Zero
look
skill set.
at. All these things that he's saying to us right now, oh, I can make this better and I can do this. And we gave you the job already and we fired you because you couldn't do it. And now you want us to give you back the job? Now you people tell me, if somebody came to work for you in any capacity at all and you had to fire them, would you rehire them?
See, that's a good question.
Would you?
See, that's a good question.
I'm not rehiring.
No, you see, that's a good question. If you have to fire somebody because their poor job performance, why would you hire them again? Because of, and here's the thing, their job performance haven't improved
at all.
Like it haven't improved. Nothing improved. In fact, it actually has gotten worse. It hasn't gotten any better. It actually gotten worse. The lying got worse. The thieving got worse. There's more. Oh my goodness. There's let me not even go there because there's just so much nonsense.
Criminalistic behaviors got worse.
It's gotten worse. The threats are getting worse.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's just getting worse. And you're telling me you're going to put this person right back into the job that you just
fired them from? And what does that make you? It says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on who?
All right then. So this is the whole point about you got to start taking biases out of hiring the right people. Y'all have to remember this, people. You have to remember this. This is a job. Being president, being senator, being governor, being House representative, being state representative, being cops, being sheriff, all of them, they're just jobs.
And we are the employers.
So you have...
We are.
We're the employers. We're the people need to hire these people to do these jobs. So you have to take your feelings and your biases out of it and start paying attention to their actual skill sets and qualifications. Do these people have the right skill sets to do these jobs? And so far, there's only one group that's shown any
kind of skill
set and qualifications to do these jobs. Because you remember, they're not just making rules and regulations. These rules and regulations govern your lives.
Your lives.
They govern your lives.
Your everyday life, your kids, your homes, what you eat, how you shop, how you drive, everything. It affects every single part of your life.
So it's not and it is, you can complain all you want to. The fact of the matter is your feelings don't mean a damn thing.
Easy. If I go to the barbershop and there's this guy that comes into the barbershop just to get his haircut. That's all he does. Comes there to get his haircut. And there's a barber there that's been working there for 10, 15, 20 years cutting hair. And you come into the barbershop. Who do you want to cut your hair? The guy who comes in just like you to get his haircut? Or the person who's been cutting hair for a while?
Not because he talks a nice game, you're going to cut your hair, don't you? No, you don't give a crap how nice his game is. You're going to want that person who's been cutting it hair or have been cutting your hair for the last 10, 15 years to cut your hair. You don't want somebody who never cut hair before or have never seen him cut your hair or don't even know if he has a skill set to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or has a record already cut and messed up somebody's hair.
That's even worse because then even worse because he proved that he can't cut hair.
And you're going to give him back the
proof.
scissors?
Right, exactly. Right, there you go. You have proof now that he can't cut here, and you're going to give him back his scissors to cut your hair? Man, come on.
Come on now.
Come on, people.
Come
on. Quit lying to yourself.
Stop it.
You know you're lying to yourself.
Stop it.
Are you going to be a liar like he is too?
Hey, I can do it. Only I can do it. I'm the best at everything.
You know, there's one thing I noticed. There's one thing I've noticed between the two candidates and the two job applicants, because they're job applicants.
Yes.
Or you know what, the job applicants, because you have the MAGA and the Democrats and the independents, because there's like 3 sets and there's more. But if you look at the different job applicants, they all have something in common. You have the group that's not saying trust me, and you have the group who constantly saying trust me.
Trust me.
And one thing I've learned about a bunch of people, I've learned this my whole life. I've been hearing this, and especially I love old people. I keep saying this. They keep telling me this. Never trust someone who keeps saying trust me. Don't ever put faith in anyone who keeps saying trust me.
Don't trust me. Go do your own research.
And that's why I keep saying don't believe me, or I say believe me or not, and I want you to do your work yourself. If I do say believe me, I tell you do your work yourself, but don't believe me or believe me. But you still need to go do your work, because I want you to try it yourself before you believe me.
There are records out there. People keep saying, oh, I don't know this woman. I don't know what she's into. Go, she has a record. Go and check it out.
It's not like nothing they have on is hidden anyway.
Nothing is hidden nowhere. Go check it out. Go do it for yourself. Do your research.
Yeah, but I'm want to get back on the point. Like it's you still have to remember it's all about skill sets and your biases. You got to get rid of your biases. You got to start looking for people with the right skill sets. You can't look at a person, the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves, and think they're not skillful or they don't have the right skill sets. Because I just saw this video the other day about this guy, this Japanese guy, and he is the most talented car painter. Wait, if you look at this guy, you would swear to God, you would swear he's a bum, that he is some off the street bum. And you talk to anybody who's a car enthusiast, and you show them a picture and they go, yeah, that dude, you don't want to mess with him. He is that talented. And there's a bunch of people like that. Look, very famous person. Albert Einstein. If you look at a picture of Albert Einstein,
see him on the street, you would walk past him. Crazy with crazy
but
hair,
just because you know who he is, you know exactly who he is now. But if you've never seen Albert Einstein before and somebody show you a picture of him, you thought he was crazy. Look at Tim Cook. If you saw Tim Cook picture and never knew who he was, you thought he was some dude off the street.
You have to.
Is it Tim Cook? That's his name? The Apple guy? Yeah, that's Tim Cook.
Yeah. You have to do your research.
Steve Wozniak, the guy who actually created Apple. If you see him, you'd never know he's the guy who created Apple. Before Jeff Bezos become Jeff Bezos, you would have never known. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. He don't look like some
gazillionaire.
So you have to start taking these biases out of the equation. Start paying attention to people's actual talents and qualifications. Take your biases out of the equations. Don't care if people can strum 2 sentences together. Because believe it or not, you don't believe it or not, talking is actually a skill.
Of course it's a skill.
Speaking is actually a skill. Speaking is actually a real talent. It's not something everybody have. This is why you have mutes. This is why you have people who talk a lot. It's that, and that's why they come. This is
It's
pay
why
attention.
you have speech writers.
Oh
because
my goodness.
people cannot talk. They have to get somebody who can to write them a speech, and then they are supposed to just read and repeat. But some people can't even read and repeat.
Yep. This is why they have psychologists. This it's all talents. We have to stop paying attention to the noise. And the noise is what people look like.
People love the noise.
This is all noise. All of this. It's noise.
People love the
It's
noise.
noise.
And people just saying words.
It's just noise.
I have seen the other guy stand there and they ask him a simple question. What would you do to combat the price of childcare if you win? He said this many words, and said nothing. If you get a transcript of what he said, not listening, or if you listen to him, close your eyes. Close your eyes and listen, and you will not hear anything. Nothing. There were words. I'm not going to say there wasn't words, but he didn't say anything.
But
and if you read the transcript, you will say, absolutely nothing about childcare, except childcare is childcare.
Oh my goodness.
That was it.
But that's becoming a growing trend. But here's the problem. That's becoming a growing trend, not just in politics. It's becoming a growing trend across the world.
Oh yeah.
People are in charge of other people, and they don't even know how the companies they own operate. It's amazing to see someone run a company or run a department or run even a damn department store. It's sad, but run a department store where you buy your groceries, and they don't even know where the groceries that they sell is located in the grocery store.
See them at the door and you say, "Oh, I'm in a hurry. Could you show me where the cereal is?" And they're like, I don't work here." And you know it's a lie.
It's becoming a growing trend. It's sad. It's really sad. But why? Because they're not hiring people who can actually do the job or want to do the job. And yes, I guarantee you, I don't gamble, and I don't bet, but I guarantee you, they probably bypass 10 or even 5 people who was actually willing to do the job.
Highly qualified.
They don't have in a grocery store. They don't have to be qualified. You just have to want to do the job. You just have to want to show up and do the job. And I guarantee they probably passed over 5 or 10 people that was willing to do the job. Probably passed them over. In a grocery store, all you got to do is show up. You really don't need a qualification. You just have to show up and want to do the job. Because there's really not much to do in a grocery store. You get the stuff, you put it on a shelf. You get the stuff, put it on a shelf. That's it. There's really nothing to a grocery store. You price it, make sure you go in the right spot, and do it properly. That's pretty much it. And greet the customers and be nice. There's really not much qualifications. And once you meet those requirements, you're pretty much set. And I guarantee they pass up people just because somebody look nice.
Or talk nice.
Or talk nice.
Or talk flary. Or talk colorful. Not even nice.
You know what the hell they're
colorful.
Oh, you know one of the I actually talked to a person who hires, and they look at me one time and go, "Oh, I hire people because I think they'll get along with everybody." Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's your reason for hiring somebody, because you think they'll get along with other people? That's a horrible reason to hire people. That's the absolute worst reason to hire anybody. If you hire a person and you paying them part of the paycheck is so that they get along with all your damn employees.
Yeah.
That is literally what you're paying them to do. You're paying them to get along with the other employees. If they're applying for the job, they're applying to get along with everybody in the building.
Yeah, but there's people. This person is telling you, I'm not going to get along with these people. I don't get along with them. And
Then
I
why
am not even thinking about getting along
Then
with
guess
them.
what?
And if you hire me for this job, I will see to it that the people that I don't get along with go to prison. I don't know. I don't care. They don't have to be guilty of anything. I'll just lock them up because I'm in charge now.
Then a person like that you never hired in the first place.
But people are hiring them. You are about to hire him. Yep. Yeah, you. I know you. I know you out there watching and judging me.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. You know you're going to hire him.
Oh my
so
goodness.
he can lock me up. But guess what? You're going to have to catch me. Just saying.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But seriously, part of the job is, part of hiring anybody is so that they get along with the other employees. And if they can't get along with other employees, then they shouldn't be hired in the first place. Why are they even applying for the job if they're never going to get along with anybody?
Yeah. Why?
Why? So that's your first sign that they shouldn't even be in. They shouldn't even
Be in the
they shouldn't even
running.
show up
Yeah.
for the job application.
They should show up in the running because they refuse to get along with people.
Don't show up at all. And if that's their first strike. Actually, that's their only strike, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If you're willing
Number one, you can't get along with people. Don't
it.
even apply.
That's it.
Don't
Don't
apply.
even apply, because if
Don't
you
apply.
can't get along with people, you're out. Period. Full stop. There's no highway
Don't
option
apply.
to that one.
Don't apply.
All right.
And when you
that's
do
the problem.
apply, you're gonna threaten that you're gonna just lock people up and do away with people, and and the people that I don't like, it's gonna be bloody because we're gonna put them all in camps and throw them out. This camp business, that thing gets me. There's an American actor. He's Chinese. I don't remember his name right now. Don't quote me on his name. But his family was caught up in the Japanese internment camp thing when that happened back in the day. He was actually born in one of those Japanese internment camp, and they were not Japanese. They were Chinese. They were taken up and brought there while his mom was pregnant, his sister and his father, and they were all taken to the camp to sort out whether they're Japanese or not. It took months. I think he said it took 15, 16 months for them to realize that they were not Japanese. They were American Chinese. American. They were not here illegally. And he was born in one of those camps. Now, when this man gets the job that y'all are gonna put him into, and he starts making these camps, you think he's gonna discern whether I'm American or he's American, or a person who does not look white and blonde hair and blue eye is American or not? Because you have some Spanish people that kind of look white.
No, it's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
Because it said it's gonna be bloody. What is he gonna do? Next thing I'm in my house and somebody comes and knock on my door and say, "Oh, sorry, soldiers, you got to move out. You got to go to a camp." And I'm an American.
So,
or I'm driving on the road, or one of my nephews or my son is driving on the road and cops stop them and put them in a camp because what? They don't look white, or they have no papers to say, "Oh, we're American." We don't, because they tried this in Arizona.
Yeah, it's not.
They said that you have to walk with your papers. Your driver's license is not enough.
Yeah, no, it's going to be horrible. No matter how you slice that, no matter
You
how you
know,
slice
and
that,
that's one of the
it's
first things they said they're gonna do.
no matter how you slice it, it's going to be horrible. They're going to bring back. If you ever watch, I'm going to point you guys to a movie. It's on Netflix. I don't know how it's going to be on Netflix. But on Netflix, it's called Race. In a part of that movie, and it's not just race. It's anyone in the movies, those old German movies, when Hitler was around, and they were showing you the deportation
Of
and
the Jewish people,
rounding up of the
rounding up of
Jews.
Jewish people.
That's literally
What's
going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
There is no difference. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you. I'm not even. You ain't gotta. You don't have to believe me. Don't take our word for it. But that's literally what's going to happen. That is what mass deportation is going to look like.
And stop making excuses for this man. Oh, he says it, but it's not going to happen. You would never do. Stop it. When a person tells you who they are, believe them the first time. Okay? Because you don't know me. I know me. I know what I am capable of. So if this person tells you who they are, believe them the first time.
No. If anybody tell you they're gonna punch you in the face,
move out the way.
If somebody tell you they're gonna punch, if somebody said they're gonna punch you in the face, I guarantee you, you're not gonna take that lightly the first time or
move
the
out
second
the
time.
way.
You're gonna take that. You're gonna take that. You're gonna take that literally the very first time they said it to you. So I don't know why y'all try to take this person's word and as if it's something else.
Turn it around.
Or try to make excuses or try to pretend like it's not what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. 100% what they're all saying collectively. They're saying this collectively. They're going to do exactly what Hitler did when they did it to the Jews. They're just going to round people up. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty. And I'm telling you, it ain't going to be like back then with the Jews. Y'all think it's going to be that simple? But it ain't going to be pretty. When they talk about bloodshed, that's not no bullshit.
Nope. No, it's not.
It will not be that nice. It will not be that pretty. It will be a lot of you people, same ones,
who
will be suffering
to hire this person for this job.
That will be suffering. I promise you, y'all will be suffering. Because it's not going to go down where y'all think it's going to go down. Not even close. You think the military is going to be the one suffering? Y'all wish the military was going to be the only one suffering. Because when the military goes in for something, and this, as a veteran, I will tell you this right now. We're trained to shoot first, ask questions later. That's it. Cops were trained to shoot, ask questions first, then shoot later. But as of late, as you can see, the cops are not doing that anymore. They're shooting first and then ask questions later. So everybody now seems to be doing shooting first, ask questions later. So guess what? The gangsters and the people who don't want to go home are going to start doing. They're going to shoot first and ask questions later. So if everybody's shooting first,
then everybody, like my mom always says, if everybody is going to do an eye for an eye, we're going to end up with all blind people.
Oh, a bunch of blind people.
A bunch of blind people.
That's what's going to happen. So y'all can think, it's going to be, they're going to get, and no, there will be no camps. There will be no camps. Y'all can forget about the whole camp thing. And that's a fact. Y'all can forget about the whole camp thing. That ain't going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to happen. It's going to be bloodshed, full stop. There is no camp. There is no nothing. There's going to be just bloodshed. Full stop. So y'all can keep thinking that if Harris wins, it's going to be... No. When Trump wins, there will be bloodshed if they try to deport people. Which I highly, highly doubt they'll ever attempt to do because they know there will be bloodshed.
But he said it. He said there will be bloodshed.
They saying it.
He said it's going to be bloody. That's what he said.
They say it. They say it. And they know it's going to be bloodshed. and there will be bloodshed, but not the way people think it's going to be bloodshed. It's going to be a lot worse.
Of course there is. There, of course it's going to be a lot worse because
It's going to be a
all
lot
the
worse.
people that he has out there rooting for him, all
It's
of
gonna be
the
a lot
Proud
worse.
Boys and the militias and all of those people that are rooting for a civil war because that's what they want. They want a civil war.
And this civil
Just
war,
like 17 whatever it was. They
listen,
want a civil war. Back then, they had guns where you had to do this
yeah,
and do that.
ain't gonna
No,
be
it ain't gonna be nothing like that no more.
Y'all watch. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Y'all watch too much movies, and y'all think it's gonna be. Oh no, y'all play too much video games, and y'all think it's gonna be something like. It's not gonna be nothing like that. It's gonna be just straight up bloodshed. And the people who are gonna suffer the most, and believe it or not, the people who suffer the most is gonna be y'all. The people who supporting these ignorant racist people is one's gonna be suffering the most. It may seem like a stupid trivial thing, and I'm making this crap up. Mark my words. It's going to be the racist, hateful people who's going to suffer the most. Sound like a stupid thing, but mark my words. I highly doubt he's going to win. I don't even think he thinks he's going to win.